Hey there, and thank you for joining me today. In one of our previous videos, I had talked to you about picking a good sale photo for your horse to put on, say, a classified site. But today I thought I would shoot a quick video to show you what I would do if you're listing it on your own site. So whether you're a trainer or maybe you have a lesson program, or if you're a breeder and you've got a bunch of your own horses listed on your website, I wanted to show you a few examples. So I'm just going to quickly switch you over here to a PDF that I created that I think will demonstrate this. So this might be sort of a simple layout of what your website would look like. Again, just super quick example to demonstrate this. So if you were running, say, a jumping boarding stable and you had a bunch of lesson horses, this might be something you wanted to look at. So for this first image here, this would be kind of a typical sale page on a website that you might have, you know, a picture with a block of text next to it describing a little bit of information about the horse. So what I would suggest to you, since your website is primarily to promote your business, of course you're also promoting client horses or your own horses maybe in this case, but primarily it's to promote your own business. So I would suggest you keep the photos fairly similar, a similar theme, just to show consistency sort of across your own brand. Of course, you want to highlight different client horses, but primarily you want to focus on your own business and again, just provide some consistency. So in this example, I've taken a few different stock images of horses jumping, and I've even turned them so that they're facing the same direction. So if you have photos, say, I think the top one, the horse was facing the opposite direction, so I've just flipped that. Again, just so it all looks very consistent. In this example, they're all but the bottom are basically headshots, very close up. So again, just providing that consistency. Now, if there was a horse you wanted to highlight, so in this example, I've used horse number 4, maybe you're going to use a slightly different photo just to call attention to that horse. So that is a possibility. It sort of depends, again, on what your priority is as far as your website goes. If your focus is just providing that consistency of your brand, I would keep them fairly similar. But if there's a particular horse you want to highlight, or say if you've got a client horse that just hasn't been selling, that you want to just make stand out a little bit more, that's a simple way to do it, is just give a slightly different point of view. You could flip the direction, something like that, but I probably would stick more with consistency. So again, in this example, all the pictures are in color. I wouldn't start flipping around, changing things to black and white. I would focus on consistency there. So that is one example. And if I just scroll down here, I wanted to show just another quick example. So sort of same idea. You're going to provide the consistency, showing all the horses really close up, all facing the same direction. And then on the bottom image, you can see on the left-hand side, there's more of a full body shot. So similar to the setup above, more that full body shot, or you could use a totally different angle, like a front-on angle like this, to call attention. So just a few different ideas for you. Again, I wouldn't mix and match a bunch of different images. If you're a breeder and you've got 30 weanlings or something like that that you're trying to promote, I would keep the photos fairly similar and then differentiate maybe in your copy or in your headline. So for this example, I just have horse 1, horse 2, horse 3, but you could call out and say, even if it's a weanling, just say, this somehow indicate that, this mare has thrown really quiet offspring, so it might be a good choice for a non-pro or an amateur or something like that, even though the horse itself is not trained, so we don't know what his end personality and talent will be. You can start to give some of that information through your headline or whatever text you've chosen to include next to the image there. So I hope that gives you a few ideas that you can play with. I'll just get rid of that for a second here. I hope that gives you a few different ideas that you can play with. I know in the book, again, I didn't have a lot of opportunity to go into photos, and it's a little bit of a different situation if you are a trainer or you're selling multiple horses, if you're a breeder or, like I said, a riding stable that just constantly is selling your lesson horses. So I did want to shoot a quick video to go into that for you and hopefully provide you a little bit of extra guidance as to how you can best optimize your website and still drive sales for your horses and attract the right buyer for them. So I hope that helps. If you haven't checked out our Unstalled book, please go get a free download of that. You can check it out at www.unstalledbook.com. And in there we'll go more in depth into how to create an ad and what to put in sort of the copy of the ad itself, your sale listing that you're posting, whether it's on your website or on a sort of a classified website that you don't own. So I think that will help you, but if you would like a hand, we're happy to work with you and create an ad for you based on some information you've given us. So if that's of interest to you, there'll be a link somewhere below here. You can check that out. Or you can go to www.intruckmarketing.com/horse-for-sale. So either of those places you can check it out, and we'd be happy to help you create an ad a little more quickly maybe, and with a little less procrastination perhaps on your part. So I know sitting in front of the computer is not everybody's favorite thing to do, so if we can take that off your plate and help you get that horse sold a little bit faster, we're happy to help you do that. Again, you can check that out at intruckmarketing.com/horse-for-sale. So with that, thanks for tuning in. I hope you found that helpful, and have a great day.